It's train time!
Chugga. Give me the beat, boys.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my train. I wanna get lost on your tracks again and drift away. Give me...
Bow, now.
Riley, how are you, my homie?
I'm doing good. I have an important question for both you and the chat before we really get going. First off, how are you, Jay? I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm making sure that the sound of this delightful Zelda game is at like a decent level. I'm doing good. Chat, let me know if you can hear the opening theme at all, because my levels were weirder than I thought. I'm doing great. I'm very excited to be talking about this train game. You made the graphic for today's tweet because I this morning was sitting on my couch dying from my COVID and flu shots. I laid there for 5 hours. I finished a dungeon in Echoes of Wisdom. I watched the first 2 episodes of Don to Don, and I healed myself, and now I'm born anew.
I love to hear that.
Yeah, and now we're here to play what I told you before the stream I think of as the most 6 out of 10 gameplay, 10 out of 10 concept Zelda game they ever made.
Hell yeah. Well, before we get into that, I need to gain a clip that I'm going to show my wife later.
Okay.
I'm eating a big bag of popcorn. My wife says I eat popcorn in a like uniquely gross way.
Awesome.
And I think she's right, but I do need to ask the audience this. I grab a pile about this big of popcorn. I just kind of go, oh. And I think that's fine. I'm just kind of looking for like a group thought on that. If that's okay.
While the chat reacts, I'll tell you, I don't think it's the most disgusting thing in the world, but it reminds me of like when like sometimes you take too big a bite of something, especially when you're like a kid learning about like taking bites of things. And I have a really distinct memory of being a little kid and taking way too big a bite of an apple and like getting like some of the core in my mouth and like crying because I didn't know what to do. I was 4 or younger when I did this. I know that for a fact because of the house I was in. But like it reminds me of that, but also I know I've done that with popcorn. I don't even like popcorn that much, but I know it's fine. I just think there's better. I don't love the texture of popcorn. It's got to have another flavor to it that distracts me from the texture.
I got my big bag of Skinny Pop here that I'm probably just going to be eating throughout this stream and not touch this granola bar I pulled out. But
Niels in the chat says they eat popcorn with a spoon because they don't like getting salt and butter on their fingers. Niels, while I respect the reason, I do think that's weirder than Riley's thing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm a chopsticks for Cheetos person though, so like I do get it on a like an emotional level.
That's weirder than either of the other things we just talked about. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't want Cheeto dust fucking everywhere.
That's
so for cheese balls or Cheetos, I will get a pair of chopsticks and eat them like that because I saw that Oscar Isaac picture 5 or 6 years ago and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I just started doing it.
Strange.
Are you cooler than Oscar fucking Isaac, dipshit?
No, I'm not, and you're right to call me a dipshit for it. Riley, we're playing Spirit Tracks today.
Spirit Tracks.
So I know you don't have much experience with either DS Zelda game. Do you have any like preconceptions going into Spirit Tracks?
Music, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Zelda is awesome in this.
Mm-hmm.
And she suplexes the bad guy at the end.
Yeah, that's a pretty good short list. I mean, like, the fact that she is your companion, and I'll start the game in a second, but just talking about it, like, I think the music in this game rips, like you just said. I think the train is very fun. I think, look at Zelda and Link just looking at each other and hanging out on this train. She takes off, she flies around, Link's just watching her being like, hell yeah, girl, catch some air. She's gliding around. He's like, damn, I wish I had my phone. I put this shit on TikTok. We'd go viral. Like,
this is the most, like, that's kind of the most lovingly a Link has ever watched a Zelda. Kind of ever.
I am not the type of person who says this word lightly. I ship it, man. Like I'm into it. Like, you got Skyward Sword and you got these funky kids. Like, that's really, you know, jam. But yeah, I think this game's really cool. Let's get into it. Let's get homied with it.
Creating a save file. I love a fucking Wind Waker ass bullshit on the top.
Yeah, it's worth noting. I don't know what the hell that saved name is.
Yup.
It's worth noting this is technically the third and final in the Wind Waker trilogy. This is it's so weird to call it that, but this is the sequel to Phantom Hourglass, which is the sequel to Wind Waker.
Listen, just like everyone always talks about the Disney's Aladdin trilogy, like we all know.
It's 1, then 3, then 2. That's the tiered order. We all know.
It's actually 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1.
I thought that was a real opinion you had for a second, and we were about to spend 2 hours on stream fighting about the Aladdin sequels.
I've never seen them.
Oh yeah, good to know. This game also has a battle mode where you can you and a friend can connect and play as I think you're both a Link and a Zelda in the Phantom armor, which awesome. We'll get into what that means. I actually don't know how much of this. I don't know what 2 hours of this game looks like. I do know that this is a tale from long ago, from the first settlers of Hyrule.
Hello. In
the beginning, the people followed the spirits of good, and all was peaceful. But that era of peace soon came to an end.
Venus of Willendorf-ass proportions. Gone.
What? Oh, yeah. The evil Demon King rose to power, Riley, destroying everything in his path. The spirits of good had no choice but to face him in battle. The war that ensued seemed to last an eternity, and much blood was shed. Finally, the spirits subdued the Demon King, though they could not destroy him.
Okay, so they specifically say Demon King here. Okay.
Their powers were greatly depleted. With their remaining power, they buried the Demon King's spirit in the ground. They built shackles to imprison him, and a tower that acted as a lock.
Excuse me, I need to go to Hyrule right now.
These shackles cover the land to this day. No, you don't. I'm shackling you here. That tower is keeping you in place. With their power drained, the spirits of good returned to the heavens. Suddenly bereft of both demons and spirits, this land was entrusted to us. Yeah, that bit of Satan was forced into the ground and locked there is the most Dark Souls lore shit they've ever done in a Zelda game, and I love it. Would you like to voice the great-great-great-great-grandson of that one guy from the pirate ship?
Do I know how to tell a story or what? I call it Spirits and Demons, a war. I only do this show once a year, you know. It's a blasted masterpiece. A blasterpiece.
There he is.
Yeah. What is this? You fell asleep during my magnum opus?
Counts as a bed, we've said. Yep.
Ding.
The floor is a bed. We all know this. Oh yeah. I
can't believe this. You know, homie, a lot of people would love to be in your position. As my roommate, you get to see my work for free. Plus, I'm not getting any younger here. This story might be the only thing that proves I existed. Can't you pay attention for 1 minute and listen to an old man's final creation?
This is awesome. This bangs.
Snore.
Okay, I can take a hint. Sorry for boring you. Look, here comes your mentor. Hello there, Alfonso.
Why are you still here, homie? Come on now, wipe the sleep out of your eyes. I guess we decided that this place, everyone has a Brooklyn accent. We've decided that's just how it is.
Yeah, New Hyrule is he held them
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. So to be explicit about it, this game takes place in a new Hyrule settled by Link and Tetra and the pirates and whoever else that has existed long enough to develop its own lore and mythology. And they put that in the second DS game. I just think that is wild.
Wind Waker Link and Ocarina of Time Link. Canonically the only two Links who fuck.
Is that true?
Can you think of another?
Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Link and Zelda are implied to have lived in a house together. I don't think Zelda's too fancy for a little getting down at some point or another.
But I think that I think that Tears and Wilds Link has a kind of like unique, like kind of like, I read that Link in particular as Ace because of the way that he interacts with anybody who has ever showed interest in him.
I can see that, actually. Riley, it's time for our audience with the princess.
Oh, right.
Don't tell me you forgot. You won't amount to much if you don't pay attention. Do you want your engineer certificate? The graduation ceremony's at the castle. Princess Zelda herself is gonna do the honors. I love that they started a new Hyrule and they just brought back the tradition of always naming a royal daughter Zelda.
Hey, listen, it's a real kind of Jedi Order situation.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is, I forgot, yeah, chat was correct. This is just Nico here. It's been like 100 years, and he's just 120 years old and still kicking.
Let's go, bro.
Today's the day you graduate from. It's quite an honor, and you mustn't be late.
We're becoming a train
That's where you
engineer.
want to go. It's as easy as that. Talk to some of us who use knobs. Just tap to what you're interested in. Now off to the castle with you. School.
So yeah, this is we're back to those. We're back to DS in it.
Okay. Diablo 2 looking ass.
Little bit. Here's Aboda Village.
Yeah, that's why they all have Brooklyn accents. They forgot about it.
They forgot about it.
Oh, this does look like where you started Phantom Hourglass.
It's the same it's some of the same assets. The same way that like the Game Boy Zeldas all have those.
Fucking love a reused asset. Always do that. Always reuse an asset.
You'll see plenty of them, but this game has a cool aesthetic. You may have noticed that there's like a crest in this game that is like a version of the like Hylian wing sigil, but with a single inverted triangle instead of the Triforce. There's enough aesthetic that's different and unique to this Hyrule in this game that it like sets itself apart, I think, enough. I'm breaking rocks for this lady.
Smash him. Oh, Link, you're so strong. You should fight crime.
Thank you, Long Island Ant. Would you like another glass of wine?
I'd love another guy, please. Hey, Link, do that little dance you do.
Okay. Oh, I don't have the sword yet. I can't do I was gonna do a spin attack. Anything in here that's worth doing? Hello.
Oh, hi there, homie. Graduation day's a very special day. Being a trained engineer is a great honor, you know. After all, the princess personally reviews each candidate herself. Her ceremony's at a castle. Now that's what I call celebrating in style.
I will say, like, that's a pretty good approximation. Oops. That's a pretty good approximation of a Wind Waker type, like, character model. Like, the DS games get that decently well.
Animal Crossing ass beehive. What is it? It's not New Leaf. It's Animal Crossing Wild Hearts or whatever.
Wild Hearts! I'm getting stung by bees because this kid told me to.
Start running the stat.
Oops. Sorry,
Hey,
I fucked up the screen. It's fine now. Oh, I can't jump into the water.
Okay, you're dying. The bees are gonna kill you.
They did. I clicked away from the DS because of the way playing this game works. I got peer pressured.
Resize your window.
Bees that resize your window literally happened to me. Literally true. All right, let's go. Oh wait, no. What's the thing-a-ding? Is this important? I forget if this is important. Oh yeah, stamp station.
Oh, stamp guy.
I don't think there's a stamp guy. I don't think we get a guy. I think it's just the station itself.
That's awesome that that's there though.
Yeah.
That they pulled that forward.
Yeah. There's our starting tray. Look at him on that little choo-choo.
Yeah.
time to understand the
Okay.
significance of today. We have to have an audience with a princess. If she grants us permission, we can finally operate a train. The opening of this game is entirely like swords who, monsters what? No, this is entirely about you getting a train license.
I'm on a train, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget.
Exactly.
300. You have 300 seconds.
300 seconds. Yeah, so one of the main criticisms of this game is that it's like Wind Waker, but more on rail, or it's like Phantom Hourglass, but more on rails, literally, because it's literally on train tracks, which is true. I think it's fun, man. I just enjoy it. They're right, but I just enjoy it.
Look at him saluting.
Yeah, he's taking it so seriously.
There he goes. Look
Yeah,
at it.
here we go. Can we
Pick up that speed.
Well, I want to know if we can set a route. No, we can't yet. We can draw on the map, which is always fun.
Can you write fart on the map for me?
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on, he's telling us how directions work.
Mm-hmm.
Great, thanks so much. Yep, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know everything about train. Let me go back down for a second and go to the map.
Okay, lowercase f, bold. Lowercase a.
Oh, do you want it all
lowercase r.
caps? I can give you all caps.
I was hoping just for a capital F, I think.
Okay, alright, well let's start the fuck over, because I haven't pleased the king. This is not up to their royal freaking majesty's
Miss a spot,
snuff.
miss a spot, miss a spot, miss a spot, miss a spot, miss a spot.
Okay, thank you very much.
Consider me pleased. Yeah! Yeah! You draw an A different than I do.
How's that? Yeah, I've been told that from other people. I apparently draw it in an unusual way.
Now, I have dog shit baby school handwriting, so you might be in the right here.
Who knows?
But I do the circle and then give it a little butt.
I think a lot of people. Yeah, I have no idea what's right or wrong. Look at that! Look at that big piggy.
It's huge.
It's a big piggy. I'm gonna let you know right now. Controlling this train does not feel very good on using the method by which we are playing this game. Oh, we got it. We got to get that guy to get out of the way.
Awesome.
Pull the whistle to get that pig out of the way. Immersive train action.
Red.
We got to choose which way to go. See, there's a fork in the path up here. Cause see how there's other trains on the top map there? We got to like make sure to get around the other trains.
We want to turn right.
We do.
Okay. I'm glad that part's still there.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna stay.
That's good.
Zelda's gonna join us and be like, "My, how improper," and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you." I don't give a shit.
Train station. Anyone kicking up here? Nope. Okay. Doors open on the left at location.
At that place.
Doors closing. Please no gambling or eating on CTA Brown Line.
Can we... I'm going slower to see if we can let this other train pass us.
This is awesome.
It's fun. It's enjoyable. I quite enjoy it. It is a little like, here's a bunch of shit you have to do to get from place to place. A little more so than the stuff in Phantom Hourglass was. It's a little.
We can beat.
But
that train. We can beat that train.
I will let you know. Evil trains sometimes show up on the tracks. I don't know if we can beat that train.
We got it. We got it. Stay the course.
No, it's got us barely beat.
No.
We need to win at train exam, Riley. What if we do that and we hit the other train and we lose at train? What if we lose at train today of all days? Hey, there's a big tower.
Nana Neal says my L train announcement impression is spot on.
It's pretty
I
good.
appreciate it. I heard a lot of Belmont and Sedgwick. Next stop is Oak Park.
Uh-huh.
Fucking the CTA. Frankly, the greatest transit system in the U.S.
Hey, there's a lot of negatives I can say about DC, but our train system's pretty damn good, I'm gonna be honest with you. Except that the Red Line breaks down often enough that there's its own Twitter page. It has its own Twitter account about breaking down. And guess what line I'm on? Hey, here's a clear view of the Tower of Spirits we get today. I'm sure glad they're pointing out that large location that I'm sure nothing bad will happen to.
I wonder if it's important.
It could be.
Right.
It's kind of in the exact center of the map in a way that does suggest such a thing, but I'm sure it's nothing.
Intriguing. Well, no. Jay, sorry. I understand how you made the mistake. It's in the top right of the map.
Mm-hmm. It's in the top right of this quadrant of the map. Riley, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind and tell you that this is not the entirety of the Kingdom of Hyrule.
Do we get to go to Kanto?
Yeah, oh, we get to go to Kanto, we get to go to Sinnoh. We get to find a missing no, we get to do it all. Oh, I do like this Castle Town theme, and I forgot about it.
I haven't heard it. Let me turn you up a little bit on my headphones.
We apparently look good handling a train. Looking good is apparently the surest sign we'll do well as an engineer.
Hell yeah.
What's up, this guy? Hey there, homie, so I hear your graduation is fucking, today. You know, I got a lot of respect for them engineers. Thanks to yous, we can go anywhere as we wants in the kingdom. We even transport our goods to different fucking places. When you graduate, I sure hope you'll fucking take me for a goddamn spin.
Been here since before we came to this land. Oh, because they're the shackles of Malagus.
Yeah. So literally the reason there's train tracks in this place is because they channel the spirit energy required to keep the devil in the earth. Like, it goes fucking hard. Like, that is like that's such a cool idea to me. All right, let's go graduate. Pleasant little Hyrule. What's up, Mr. Mailbox? Oh, this guy's trucking. Go. Yeah, this guy's a man on a mission.
Hey, howdy, mister. Me? Oh, I'm no good at long-winded introductions. I'm just an average guy who works by the postman gig to get by. You can call me Postman. All my friends do. Now you know my name, because when I see you, don't be shy. Say hello. Speaking of names, you're homie, right? Got a letter for you, so I'll just jump right in and read it out loud. Oh, wait. That's the way we used to do things. But no more?
That's how they do things in Phantom Hourglass, because Phantom Hourglass also has these post boxes.
Hilarious. Apparently, some folks thought our reading their letters out loud was rude. So now our policy is just hand deliver the mail unopened.
The guy who does it in Phantom Hourglass is a strange little man with angel wings, and he's great. I love him very much.
Here you go.
We've got mail.
Okay, I delivered your mail. My work since you're done here, I'll be off. See you around.
He be chugging.
Yep.
He is literally saying chugga chugga choo choo.
That rules.
Look at these fucking castle guards who dress like Link.
I hope that doesn't come into handy.
We're here for the engineer's ceremony. Riley, do you have a section about this game in your magic book of Zelda lore?
I do. Let me go downstairs and get it, and also put away this popcorn.
Sure.
So I don't go through an entire bag of Skinny Pop in one moment.
I think this is a good point for you to do that. Every castle does need a couple of blowjob brothers at the gate. You're so right. I'm gonna wait for Riley to get back so they can meet. What's this guy's name? Chancellor Cole? One of the 3 fucking... You could say this guy's something of a blowjob brother himself. This guy and Burn. Chat, I hope you're doing well on this fine day. What a fine jig. Yo, I'm just so excited to see.
What's all the commotion here?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you met this fucking freak. Oh, Chancellor Cole, my apologies for the disturbance. This boy says he's come here to see the princess.
Is that so? You're here for the graduation ceremony, but you're so young. What a waste of resources. The spirit tracks are vanishing. Yet the princess insists on performing these ridiculous ceremonies. Well, come along, boy. We must get you to your ceremony. Follow me.
I love this decision that he sounds like a 200-year-old man.
Don't just stand there drooling, Private. Get a move on.
Here we go.
The second Zelda game released for the Nintendo DS refined the touch controls and mechanics of Phantom Hourglass.
Sorry. Never mind, it's fine. There was a stained glass window of Tetra. Did you see that or no?
I didn't, but I saw the chair that goes 10,000 miles into the air.
There's a stained glass window of Tetra up in this castle. It fucking rocks. It's
Let's
so
go.
cool.
He's
Link's
blushing.
Yeah. There she is. I'm sorry, I ended up having you grab the book at a crucial time. We can revisit it when it's like train time again for a minute. But now these two have to stare at each other. And this guy has to get
Raising your
annoyed.
head without permission. You ill-mannered urchin.
Don't kill him.
Shut the fuck up. Don't pay any attention to Chancellor Cole. You must be the new engineer. What's your name? I guess this is what Zelda sounds like. I didn't really have a plan going into this one. Oh, Homie is a wonderful name. That's so true. Well, Homie, by the power vested in me, I hereby proclaim you...
We're wasting our time here, Your Highness. Please just hurry up and finish this foolish ceremony.
Very well, Chancellor. Look at this other old guy. She's just surrounded by the most annoying old guys in the world.
I'm actually very young.
God, that chair is fucking tall. I hadn't noticed it before, actually. I love the pirate crests on the banners around her in the castle. It's super cool. They really put a little bit of work into that. Homie, work hard, for we all rely on you. We got our engineers.
You've graduated grad school.
We have. Oh, we've graduated high school. We got our GED. That's really what
We're
this
an
is.
engineer.
It's
We
true.
graduated.
We went to trade school. We're killing it. Take this. No, don't say a word right now.
I love it when like Zelda's up to some shit.
Oh yeah. This Zelda is a really good up to some shit Zelda. The longest silence on Earth as she leaves.
The ceremony's over, so I suggest you move along. Why don't you go polish your train or something? Not that it matters much. The thing will be useless before long.
In Hyrule, straight up polishing it, and by it I mean my train. Stupid. Alright.
Second Zelda game was released for the Nintendo DS, refined the touch controls and mechanics of Phantom Hourglass. Spear Tracks was deflect. Follow up to Phantom Hourglass. That's where we left off. which was itself a sequel to The Wind Waker. Past games like Link's Awakening and Majora's Mask continued the stories of their predecessors, but never to this degree. Several years later, after the release of Spirit Tracks, an official timeline was released, charting the 3 games on their own branch following the successful sealing of Ganondorf at the end of Ocarina of Time. Unlike the past 2 installments, which were set primarily at sea, Spirit Tracks returned Link to the land. Much of the overworld travel was done by train across a vast new Hyrule in the land of the spirits of good. For the first time, Zelda joined Link as a full-fledged companion.
It's true.
Let's see here. Flipping through. Got any good notes here? The world. Oh, a lot of notes. Holy shit. The Majora's Mask of Phantom Hourglass. Just as Majora's Mask is based on the world, characters, and style of Ocarina of Time with the twist, so too does Spirit Tracks grow from Phantom Hourglass. Developers decided early on to base much of the game and gameplay around controlling phantoms via Zelda's spirit, taking inspiration from the sections of Hourglass where players switch between controlling Gongoron and Link.
Yep, that's one of the later dungeons in that one, yeah.
They wanted to ensure that Link's companion was a girl, and they had already featured Tetra, so they were like, all right, well, I guess it's Zelda time.
Awesome. Riley, we've gotten a note from the letter from Zelda has told us to sneak into a secret part of Hyrule Castle. She really is on some like Ocarina Zelda type shit. It's great.
Yeah, that fucking rules.
We are sneaking in there. Come to my quarters as soon as you can, and don't let anyone see you. I'm gonna start sneaking. Give anything else you got in there?
Yeah. I got the developers thought it was important for the Princess Zelda of Spirit Tracks to contradict what players might expect from royalty, and purposely wrote her to act more like any girl her age might. The game's cutscene designers had plenty of fun with this idea, especially in the early scenes when Zelda, driven out of her body, is still getting used to being a spirit. And the sound of Spirit Tracks the Spirit Train's whistle reminded lead composer Toru Minagishi of a pan flute, so he used the instrument and background music that plays while Link is riding the whales. This choice was in keeping with other folk instruments that have been critical component of games around since The Wind Waker. Developers again wrote music that changed depending on the action or even specific player movements. The speed of the song playing when the Spirit Train is moving, for instance, changes depending on the speed of the train, with its choo-choo lasting in time with the music.
Awesome. Yeah, the pan flute shows up all over this fucking thing. Here we are. We've snuck into Zelda's core. There's some pan flute in the background now, in fact. And there's a pan flute right now!
It is! It's on the screen!
She's playing the main theme from the Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks for the Nintendo DS. I'm so glad you made it, homie. Did any of the guards see you on the way here? Nope, we evaded the shit out of them. That's great. Listen, you're the only one who can help me. Walks dramatically. I have to ask a favor of you, homie. As you know, the Tower of Spirits has protected our kingdom for ages. The tower connects all the spirit tracks that crisscross the land. However, for some reason, they seem to be vanishing from everywhere. Something must have happened to the tower to cause all this. I must go there to investigate. I've heard tales of a sage who guards our land and lives in the tower.
Yeah,
Perhaps,
sages!
Yeah, we have a twist on sages. We have sages in this. I forgot they were actually called sages. I thought they were called something else. Or no, they might be. Perhaps she might be able to shed some light on what's happening. Chancellor Cole forbids me from leaving the castle due to safety concerns.
Do you think the bad guy has coal? Maybe because there's coal in his stocking?
Yeah, Santa Claus fucking hates that guy. That's actually the main thrust of the game, is that Santa Claus hates the villain, and that's why the villain is being a villain.
And Catholicism is real in Hyrule.
Yeah, that is true. That's what New Hyrule is all about. She wants to get to that tower. We will take her on our train. Thank you so much, homie.
Persecution from fucking old Hyrule.
And so the whole reason we get Link's outfit is to trick the guards into thinking we're one of them so we can get Zelda out of the castle.
That's so fucking funny.
I love it.
Please get changed so we can go.
Yeah,
I'll look
the other way.
Hilarious.
Yeah, always good.
Always good. This is a fun little thing.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's our little man. Looks good enough, I suppose. The fucking secondhand sass on you.
Everyone's always like, okay, like when they see Link, like
Like, and that's the thing that the Wild Tears game gets off. It doesn't get it.
It's true. Pretend to be a
These
new
guards
recruit. If they see you,
Eh?
they'll think you're one of them. But if they see me, I'm sure they'll make a big fuss and won't let me out. Okay, yeah, so we need to... Here's some stealth gameplay and some controlling Zelda gameplay.
Okay.
So we're gonna control us directly, of course, and then we're gonna draw a path for Zelda when we want to. So, like you read in the book, one of the later dungeons in Phantom Hourglass, where you get a Goron Island, there's a Goron who joins you for a later dungeon in Phantom Hourglass. And so they basically said, what if we made that a mechanic through a bunch of this game?
That's fun.
But with Zelda. It's pretty cool, yeah. It's not constant, it's just like a lot of dungeons and parts do that. It's neat. Zelda, you're gonna stay right there. And I am going to go and talk to... You're just looking straight that way. So I guess what we do is we just wait for one of these guys to... Well, here's what we do. Top guy's gonna turn around. I'm just gonna talk to this guy. Can I...
Get going.
Yeah, I'm trying to think... Oops.
That'll
How do
help.
Yep.
That'll be good. That'll be good. That's a good one.
I was trying to think if the guard I was facing would just continue standing there as long as I was there with him, and he does. We're good.
Oh, I see.
So we're just gonna draw her little path. They were really, like... you saw me do boomerang shit in Phantom Hourglass. They were just so in love with the idea of a Zelda game where you're drawing paths on the touchscreen.
Oh,
He was not looking at her. Come on now.
Oh,
She's
shit.
looking at us like, what did you do?
Take the lid off the fucking basket.
I know. All right. Hey. Okay. What is the best way to do this then?
So you have it right now. You have like a long path down, and then basically it looks like you could talk to them to get them to turn around, right? So,
Yes.
I think that like you try to stand
That
here.
that is.
Have Zelda
yeah.
truck south right now, and then just keep harassing that man over and over.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right.
And then get her in that southern hallway.
Yep.
Oh, not that one. I think just have her go down that fucking walkway there.
Well, but there's another guy right down there who we need to get past.
You can run in. You can get in front of him.
I
Maybe you
can't.
can move him.
This guy, there's no way for me to get over there
You can't
other
walk
than
around him.
No, he's blocking the way entirely.
Okay.
All right, let me do something. Let me have this guy also be facing this way.
Wise.
No, fuck! Oh my god. Okay.
You have it.
What
You need to
is the
catch that
actual
guy
right-
over here. I think what you need to do is have her go down the middle path, then cut backwards and around, maybe.
Middle path backwards and around. Backwards from where? Are you saying she goes straight right through that middle pathway there and then back?
She should back up right now. I'll tell you
Yes,
that.
she should. That's true. Not a lot of backtracking to do on that one.
All right, so he always does a full circle. So have her be behind him. Slow down the first guy.
Yeah.
So slow down Southman. Then have her dip around the clockwise. That top square.
This is actually like pretty ideal how it is right now. Because if I
You have to run around in front of him.
yeah, and I'm not fast enough.
Fuck. Okay.
You're right.
Long.
If I
You can
If
hold
I
them
just
both
pen
off,
him
off
in-
there if you stand in front of both of them.
no, you
But-
fucker.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Can I? Oh no, that calls her. For a second, I thought that I was wrong, and that gets the guard's attention, but no, it calls her.
Okay. So, run to fucking, what is that? 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock on top circle.
Yeah.
and stand about right there where it'll
Mhm.
catch both of them locked in.
There we go.
A little bit further south than that.
Yeah.
A little bit more north. You want to
Yeah,
be like dead
more north
center.
than that. Yeah.
You want to be dead center of those two things because that will stop
All right.
the two of them.
All right. Now I have her do that, and I just start fucking annoying them over and over, I guess.
Because he's still gonna do
Yeah,
that
he's
now.
just gonna go back down.
Hold him there. Hold that
Yeah.
top guy there.
But if I get the top guy to just turn around turn around and go back north
top
as
guy
the
won't
bottom
turn
guy
around.
goes down.
Top guy's not gonna do that. Top guy's gonna go through
Yeah,
the
you're
middle
right.
path there.
You're right.
So
You're
stop
right. You're
him.
right. Can I Okay, I'm
And then
physically
Zelda's
holding
gonna
him
get caught
off.
right now.
I'm physically holding him off.
Perfect. And then have her go to like 2 o'clock over there. And now get out of his way. Because he just does that loop down there.
Yeah.
And then you can hold top guy in that middle path.
I
Careful.
think you're right.
I'd back her up a little.
Are we? Yeah.
Back her up a little.
Yep, I'm backing her up.
Okay. Now get Link up a little bit, a little north. Just to block his path. Okay?
Okay.
Now center down.
Yep, there
all
we
the
go.
way there.
There we go.
Perfect. I feel like I'm
Okay.
sorry for backseat gaming, but this is very
No,
fun to me.
I especially on stream I kind of need it. Like this is this is good. This is problem solving. This is fine.
Block all the
Will
way
you just
in.
go through on?
Beautiful.
Okay, she won't go through on her own, but we can just go with her.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? Let's go.
Beautiful.
All right, there we go. Oh God, now it's time for more.
Sorry, chat. I did not read anything you had to say there.
Yeah, I also didn't. I was hyper focused. Okay, one guard isn't moving. Distract him somehow. I will slip past him when he's looking away, and you can draw a path for me. All right. You like that little bit of Zelda's Lullaby in there?
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Come on. You can jump down. You know how to jump.
Yep.
You have legs. Does your Royal Highness not know how to jump? Can I distract you a better way than, like... I guess I just have you looking that way. This guy's like, kid, why are you fucking looking at me like that? I also wish the camera went further down on the screen with, like, where Zelda is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, you are clear.
Yep, we're good. I'm gonna bother this guy now by talking to him this way.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this
nice
is...
weather we're having.
It's like the type of problem solving where I was getting a little annoyed with that first screen just because we're like on a stream doing a show, you know what I mean? But like I don't think I would be if I was just playing it. I don't remember hating this or anything when I was just playing it. Like this is a fine like kind of run of the mill stealth puzzle, you know? I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. Can't distract him with small talk. Get him to move from that spot.
Let's see.
Oh, throw a rock at him.
Yeah. Let me, like, throw it at him from up here.
He'll probably look to where... Clear, 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 clear. Have her hug the wall a little bit more.
Yep. There we go.
Perfect.
Nice. I do really like the Zelda's Lullaby in here.
God.
All right, so we just need to
Sorry,
get
dude.
down out that way.
He's distracted by you.
Yeah. Or is he? Yeah, he is.
Book it, girl.
Go piss, girl. There we go. And what are you looking for? Is there something in my teeth? I love a good dopey castle guard, man. All right.
Made it up the castle.
We did. Let's board the train and head for the Tower of Spirits. What took you so long? Yeah, you can voice him. You can have him. Do you want him or do you? I'll take him. You can have Zelda from here on. You should have Zelda. You're my companion. What am I doing?
You're right.
So
right.
I'm handing you Zelda from here. Did you keep me waiting just so you could change clothes? Oh, Hello, Your Highness. What are you doing here?
Hello, Alfonso. Have you been well? I'm so sorry we haven't spoken since you left the castle guard. I must admit, I miss hearing you bellowing orders in the courtyard.
Also worth noting, you're too kind to me. I'm sure hearing me yell all day was far from pleasant. But you shouldn't distract me with talk about the old days. I'll just come out and ask, what are you doing here without a proper escort? Are you responsible for this somehow, homie?
I asked for his assistance, and I hope I can count on your help too, Alfonso.
It's also worth noting that we didn't see a king. Like it's kind of just she's
We
like the
didn't.
child monarch, and there's like
Yep. Chancellor
Chancellor Cole being the like corrupt royal advisor over her, which is like a type of situation I don't know if we quite see in any other Zelda.
I would
It's-
feel much safer with you at my side. Please come with us to the Tower of Spirits.
To the Tower of Spirits, whatever for?
We don't have time to discuss it right now. I'll tell you all about it when we're aboard.
I can hear a little bit of how you play Tetra in the as of yet unreleased Zelda season of Riley Hopkins' Their Amazing Friends coming out there. It's awesome.
She's in there.
If something happens, is exactly why I need you is a really good line.
You were once the greatest swordsman in the whole kingdom.
Yes, but that was a long time ago. Now I'm just a simple train engineer living in the countryside. I can't be more than that, but I'll come along with you if you wish.
Thank you, Alfonso.
Okay, homie, to the Tower of Spirits. All aboard! Oh yeah, sorry, that was Zelda who said that. That's awesome. That's my line.
Gung 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 gung.
Good for you, Zelda. All right, let's take the very short trip to the Tower of Spirits. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh no, the train's out of control.
Ah! Saved. But now we'll have to walk. Something no one's done in decades. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bad thing. Could it be bad thing?
Totally fine. It's the Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout 4.
There's the Tower of Spirits. Cool tower, by the way. I like this thing.
Cool tower. Always good when that happens.
Yeah, this seems fine.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Hope we weren't hoping to go there ever. I'm sure we'll
It's
just
like-
never go there now.
My own. For Americans, this is like Hyrule's 9/11.
There it is. So now it's just stuck like that.
Powers aren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, no. It's supposed to be, gravity is supposed to usually have a role.
What's happening to the Tower of Spirits?
I like when 3 different characters go, ugh, in their own voices like that. Oh no, it's the most evil train of all time! It's the evil train from the fucking Thomas the Tank Engine movie. Let's go!
It's a crazy train.
This is what I like about this game. One of the things I like about this game is like it takes the train shit this level of seriously where there's a whole supplementary villain that's a giant evil smoking train. And I just think that's fun. It's the Chancellor again if you want to keep voicing him.
Out for a leisurely stroll, Your Highness.
You gotta back away from that mic a little bit. That was untenable.
Disc. You know that's not allowed.
Allowed by who? You, Chancellor Cole?
Here he is. Do you want me to be him since you're being Zelda?
No, who else? Who do you think is really in charge?
Just wearing 2 hats to hide your 2 big horns.
That's so funny. The hats were different sizes too.
Yeah. Also, here's this fucking badass anime boy.
My goodness, pretending to be human is exhausting. Who knew that Chancellor was just another word for royal babysitter?
I'm gonna have to let us play the game for like an extra 15 minutes because of how long you stretch out his lines. I'm not saying to
I
stop.
meant to keep up with the ruse a bit longer, but you pushed me to this, princess. Bringing in the boy and the engineer didn't help either.
What are you talking about?
Look at that face. I love him. Yeah.
I'm talking about your infernal meddling. But now that those vile tracks are disappearing, the time is finally at hand. All we need now is a little help from you, your highness.
I don't know who these 2 are, your highness, but with your permission, I'd be happy to fuck them up from here to old Hyrule and back.
Yay, 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 yay. How gallant. How brave.
That laugh sounded like an old dishwasher mid-cycle.
How incredibly foolhardy.
Enough out of yous. My family has served the royal house for generations.
Melodrama.
Oh, wait, sorry.
I thought, okay, maybe melodrama. Oh, no, it was him.
Bayern, would you kindly dispose of this fool?
This man speaks the truth, Cole. His movements are not those of an amateur. But he is only human. I've got a big hand. Look at me and my big hand.
Oh, this is tight.
Yeah. I told you I will defend the princess at any cost. And I told you you're only human. I'm a human with a big hand. Fucking owned. Top 10
Damn.
anime deaths.
Oh, Bayern, you do know how to put on a show.
It was hardly a fair fight, Cole. I'm the hot topic guy of this game.
Help me, homie.
Fuck off. It sends him
Damn.
fucking flying. Burns a very cool, like, 3rd most important villain. Second. I'll put him above Chancellor Cole.
Uh-huh.
He's a cool, just like mini boss level villain. She's been zapped.
Damn.
And fucking extracted.
They got her whole ass.
Yeah.
Good work, Bayern. That takes care of the first step of our plan. Our work is done here. Come now, Barn.
Link getting up like, damn, I feel like I was just hit by a train.
Yeah.
Link, like, reaching after Zelda as she goes is kind of like, it goes pretty hard as, like, Zelda has been captured type moments go, I feel like.
I do like it. This is Toon Link.
Welcome back, boy.
Toon Link has a lot of character, man.
He
I'm
does.
glad to see that you're finally awake. There was some hubbub outside. When I went to investigate, people said that the spirit tracks were disappearing. At that point, the guards brought you and Alfonso in from outside. Both of you are out cold, so I've been waiting for you to come to. Now tell me, what happened?
Well...
So what you're saying is, the Chancellor is some kind of monster? And he kidnapped Princess Zelda? My goodness, what a story. You're just pulling my leg though, aren't you? So it's true, you say? What? So what you're saying is the princess has been kidnapped? This is terrible. I must inform the princess at once. Oh no, that's right, she's not here. Oh, I don't know what to do. What to do?
Zelda's just surrounded by old people who don't know what the fuck to do without her.
It's so fucking funny.
My head, did they hurt you, homie? And what happened to the princess? Did she escape unharmed? As long as I'm laid up, you're responsible for her safety, homie.
So few people in Zelda games ever like directly ask Link like, "Are you okay?" Like,
yeah, that's a good point. That's fair.
there's a lot of like like not just personality, but like emotional like undercurrent in this game. That's genuinely pretty well put together.
Yeah, I think they get to do a little more of that in this one because it's like, I assume the DS games will have the same director, and I have no idea. Oh look who it is.
Hello, guards. Please help me. Can any of you see me? I need your help.
Oh god, oh jeez, ah shit.
Ah, fuck, beans. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they get to go harder with that in this one. There's a lot of personality in Phantom Hourglass, but like this game feels a little more like they made a world. Phantom Hourglass feels a little like it's a good game, but it feels like they just made some water and a bunch of little islands, just kind of did what they like played jazz over it. In terms of game design, but this is a little more of like a grounded world in a way that I think is cool.
Help! I need your help. Why can't anyone hear me?
Well, if they would all just go into a rift, then they'd be able to see. Wait, wrong game.
Listen. What if it's New Hyrule, Jay?
What if what's New Hyrule? Where we are now? Oh, what if the rift? I haven't finished Echoes of Wisdom. We gotta hang this back up. I am past the 4th dungeon. I am at the point where more options have opened up to me. I'm running around having a good time.
Can you see me, homie? I must apologize to Alfonso for what happened. And you too. I never knew the Chancellor was capable of such evil. All these years and I never noticed what he really was. I was a fool. And the Tower of Spirits breaking apart? You saw it too, didn't you, homie? It must have something to do with the Dark Forces. Star Wars Dark Forces.
This is also like... we've been seeing a lot of cutscenes so far, but they are like more well-directed cutscenes than Phantom Hourglass had.
They're well directed and frankly paced pretty well.
Yeah.
Nothing's overstaying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, after all, they made the spear tracks disappear. And they must be the handiwork of Cole and his cronies. But what could their goal be? He said something about the spear tracks vanishing. What did he mean by that?
And why would they take my body away with them?
Oh no, come back.
What will they do with it?
Come back. Zelda, come back.
Oh, I'm sorry. It seems I'm much lighter without my body. Listen, homie. Let's try again to go to the Tower of Spirits. Now more than ever, we must find the Tower's sage. But before we go, I want to show you something.
It's flute time, baby.
This spirit flute is a prized family heirloom. It's been handed down for generations. It originally belonged to one of my ancestors, the one who founded this kingdom.
Yeah, so I guess Tetra got this pan flute at some point in her journeys.
Interesting. I should have had her play the pan flute.
Hey, now you know. Season 2, baby.
I can't carry it while I'm in this state, as you can see. I'm certain it's meant to protect me. I can hardly ask you to do any more for me. But will you take this? Will you come to the tower with me? You're the only person I can turn to now.
There we go. We got the spirit flute. I also got a comment. It's not quite the same Link model. They did polish up this Link model a lot between Phantom Hourglass and this, and he looks... I don't love how he looks in Phantom Hourglass. I like how he looks a lot more in this. Yeah. His eyes look less pasted onto his head in this.
Mm-hmm. They've really hit something.
And look at that. She turns into a little, like, Navi fairy bubble.
Yeah. Thank you so much, homie. Now then, shall we go? I will travel alongside you.
Look at him looking. Just back and forth.
Whoa.
They're fucking cute with it.
Wait just a second, homie. Tracks are gone, and even if they weren't, we don't have a train. How can we get to the Tower of Spirits? Oh, I know. I've heard that there's a path from the castle to the tower, but if it does exist, it certainly hasn't been used recently. There's a door at the back of the castle. Maybe the path is somewhere there? Let's go see.
It's time for our prerequisite, pretty easy monsters area.
Hell yeah. Be like, do you understand how this game works?
Would you like to have a sword? Alright, let me remember which way to go out. I think it is out through this way. Yeah, here's our little back door. What is it, recruit? You want to leave through this door? Well, I can tell just by looking at you that you ain't adequately prepared. We're an hour into a fucking Zelda game. You ain't got a sword. What the fuck is we doing here? There's all sorts of strange beasts on the other side of this here door. It's not the kind of place you want to go without a sword.
He's right, homie. Heading to the Tower of Spirits without a sword is too dangerous. Why don't you find the guard captain and ask him to loan you a sword? He'll probably just think you want it for training.
Well, what kind of treasure we got here?
Compass? 20
Rupee.
bucks.
Yeah, this ain't a dungeon. Surprisingly, Hyrule Castle is not ever... This might be one of the only Zelda games where Hyrule Castle is in the game, but is not at any point a dungeon. Boy! Yeah, actually, it might be like one of... I guess Ocarina, it technically never actually is.
Yeah, well, Ganon's the final dungeon.
Ganon's Tower is on the same spot, but...
Castle. I thought it was a corrupted Hyrule's castle.
It's like a different building, though. It's like
I gotta re-listen to Hello Hyrule and hear what they have to say about it.
Because it's like a big evil devil tower. I think... I'm just going on muscle memory and seeing if I can remember which way to go.
Mm-hmm. Let your fucking spirit carry you.
And my spirit carried me the wrong way. I can't remember if it's in the castle or like right outside it.
Is he that one guard that's really zoned in on doing his job right outside?
Oh no, I think it's like a train. Yeah, here we go. What now, recruit? Hey, you want a sword so you can leave through the back of the castle? Did I get that right? Some swordsman you are running around with no sword. There's something fishy about this. Are you really a new recruit? Your eyes tell the whole story. Alright, take this one. Ta-da-da-da!
You've got the recruit sword.
But listen, just because you have a sword doesn't make you a swordsman. Let me see if it's truly worthy of a handling weapon. Look at that. Look at this guy's eyeballs. Look at this fucking dude.
He is he's got only forward sight, no peripherals.
Yeah, he's great. Good to hug target attack size slash. There we go.
Fun music too.
Yeah. Yeah, like I really liked like the other version of Zelda's Lullaby we heard when we were talking to her upstairs. Like there's a lot of really good tracks in this thing. I will let you know that playing this on an actual DS and drawing a quick circle around Link to a spin attack does feel rad as hell.
I bet. Like, it's again one of those things that just like I need to get my 3DS back from Andrew. Like Andrew was like, I think I'm gonna get a 3DS, and then like 3 years ago I was like, here's my 3DS, Andrew, and then he bought his own and did it, and he was like, yeah, I just never knew why you gave me a 3DS to hold. I was like, because I gave it to you because you were gonna do something with it. He's like, no, I wanted to buy my own. And I was like, okay, then yeah, I'll have it back, I guess.
I forget if you had that conversation on a podcast or somewhere else, but I remember that, and it seemed like you had completely different ideas of why he had that. Yeah. It was very funny.
It was. I think it was a podcast of mine's bit.
It must have been. Most things are.
Here's a question, Jay. Do you count a ghost as a non-Hylian?
No, it's a ghost of a Hylian.
Well, I guess the fucking Byron is a non-Hylian.
Yeah, Burn. We will learn more about what Burn is later, because he's the same as someone else we're gonna meet in a minute here. There are non-Hylians who we will have met by the end of a couple hours.
Oh, this is a rare all 5 bonus points game. With
How
Breath
rare?
of the Wild and Ocarina of Time.
Wow, are those the only ones to have a full 5? That's wild.
Link to the Past also has a full 5. It's Majora's Mask, it's Breath of the Wild, and it's Link to the Past, and that's what gets you in all 5.
Interesting.
And now, Spirit Tracks.
All right, that guy wants us to investigate a wall. Oh yeah, did you clock? Look at these guys. What are these guys?
Oh.
These little fuckers are just like Goomba types that are not in, I don't think, any other... I don't know what they're actually called, but I don't think they're in any other Zelda game. If you look really closely, they have weird little dog faces. I kind of hate them, but they are guys you can look at.
Let me see if I can get you any information on that bad boy.
I'm gonna try and find the right spot on this wall to blow up. There we go.
Got any notes? Any notes?
Both DS Zeldas really like bomb flower puzzles and don't give you bombs until way later. Just an interesting thing they like for some reason.
They just want you to be limited. It's awfully dark here, and it's kind of damp too. Is this really the way to the tower? I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Come on, homie, let's go. Choo-choos. Get it? It's a train joke, Jay.
Oh my goodness, you really did some work there. Really doing all the hits.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking funny here. That's a gravestone.
Yeah.
How funny would it be to have your gravestone say, like,
give advice?
You could tap B to hold on to an item and drag it.
I want that. Talking about reused assets, all of the stuff for this puzzle, I'm pretty sure, is used from Phantom Hourglass. So is the cave music in the background, which is fine. I'm just like, now I'm thinking about it. Like, the doors definitely are. There's no problem with it. I'm just thinking about it now.
Listen, yeah, you reuse the assets so you can polish the link. You can better direct the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
That is why more games should reuse assets.
Asset reuse is good.
Mm-hmm. Let me get to know a place over time.
Exactly. There's our little First
Diddly-diddly-dee.
key puzzle of the game.
So is this a dungeon?
No, it's just a little, like, get you used to Zelda mechanics in case it's your first game cave.
Okay.
It's showing you how, like, switches and doors work and stuff. Which is fine. Man, I forgot how fucking hard it is to actually fight in when playing a DS Zelda game the way we are. How do we... There we go.
Just auto jump? Yeah.
No, you can double tap to jump. It's the same way you roll. Same way you roll also jumps you across.
It's just the parkour button.
The switch after the bottom switch is the left one. Bottom then left. So this is a classic 23 is number 1. Before you hit
Sarah,
bottom,
you're
hit
so
top.
right.
So I'm gonna write this down. Bottom, then top, then left. Every video game should have a built-in note-taking thing like this. It rocks.
It's very fun. I just realized that Steam games all have that. You can hit Shift Tab and just be fucking doing it. Be playing, like, be taking notes in any Steam game.
Wait, really? I don't think I knew that. That's
it's in the Steam
wild.
overlay.
That's
I was waiting before we played Risk of Rain the other night, and I was just like, huh, notes.
I did not ever know that, I don't think. That's beautiful. Thank you to the Steam ecosystem for taking good care of us.
Kaboom. All right, first 3 done.
Yeah. I think I
You
got
can
the
see
order
on the
right.
little map.
We could have used Seraph. You're fucking preaching to the choir, buddy. Buddy, there you go. Come on. Ah, for fuck's sake. It is genuinely hard to slash guys sometimes. So I need to click and hold and draw a little thing. All right, one more again. Oh, are we back at the fucking beginning of the tower? Fuck off.
You at the very last second clicked start over.
Did I? I don't think I did. We're back right here. Let me make sure I got the order right anyway. Left. Switch after. Oh, I did get this wrong anyway, so it's good we're doing this again. Hold on. Let me just fucking start again from the top.
Erase.
After the bottom comes left, bottom, left. The map, it's also worth noting, is like up and down on the D-pad to call the map up, which I think is really useful. Like, it's just good way of thinking about it.
Some motherfucker I've been watching on YouTube recently, Extreme Salsaing, had just posted a YouTube short right now, or I got the notification for it. You'd think they'd be busy.
Yeah, you'd think they would, especially because they put that YouTube short out yesterday.
Folks, if you didn't know, Jay is streaming on their own YouTube and it bangs.
Yeah, I'm streaming on twitch.tv/extremesalsing, having some fun. Also not very often plugged. Okay, they're already. I'm gonna let that timer reset. Not often plugged. The Alexandrites also stream on their own Twitch. We are Alexandra on Twitch, and they do a lot of really fun, like, point and click adventure games, mystery games. What's that procedurally generated fucking mystery game that just came out and hit 1.0? I forget what it's called.
Shadows of Doubt.
Yeah, they've been streaming Shadows of Doubt recently.
Oh yeah, game's good.
But yes, also thank you for motherfucker. Okay.
You have to hit him fast, Jay.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to hit him slow. I thought the timer meant I was supposed to hit each new one after the timer went up.
Yeah. It's an understandable mistake. I'll be real with you.
But yeah, Extreme Salsing on Twitch and YouTube. I've been having fun editing bullshit.
You sure this isn't a dungeon? Feels like a dungeon.
It's a cave. It does have various things you have to do. Like, it's a cave. It's sort of a dungeon. I don't know.
Do you hear squeaking, homie?
She's scared of mice! Good tail on that scream. Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, how horrible! Kill them with a sword! Make them bleed, homie!
Kill for me, homie. Kill for me.
Those beasts were terrifying. I never want to see that again.
So what we'll get later, I don't know how much of it'll come up. Maybe it will. When she starts, what is that? What did we just get? Oh, we got some fucking grubs. We're eating like fucking Timon and Pumbaa out here.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matrena, you know what I mean?
It's alright, BC.
Thank you. I like that she glides with her arms behind her like she's fucking Naruto.
Now how are we gonna get to the top of that tower?
That's a very good question, Riley. I like this overhead look.
Mm-hmm.
In they go.
That's how you know it's an artsy game.
Yeah, so Riley, you remember the Temple of the Ocean King in Phantom Hourglass that we went into? And me telling... Do you remember me telling you how we go to that place over and over in Phantom Hourglass? And it's kind of one of the more criticized parts of that game. So...
Yeah.
So this tower is a version of that, but each time we go to it, a new one of those chunks of the tower is going to be back down on the tower after we do another dungeon. And so it is going to be an entirely new section. It's not going to be backtracking through stuff. It's just going to be a new... Basically, every other dungeon unlocks another part of this dungeon. In a way that I think is very cool. Yeah, it's great. It's fun. We found a very old train. This, my dear, is the Spirit's train. They entrusted us with its keeping.
How did you know that? And can you hear me? Are you a ghost?
No, I'm an old lady in the first Hyrulean wheelchair. I wouldn't put it exactly that way. But I do watch over the Tower of Spirits. I love her one winking eye. My name is Anjin. Right, Riley, do you notice, do you get the theme here? Where
I have gone through and listed every character that's appeared in a Zelda game. And so I did notice when going through these sages that they had a very particular name.
Yeah, the names are all like fucking Smokestack, but with 5 Ks and a Q or whatever.
Listen,
they're great.
I love Dragon Ball Z. This is my kind of shit.
This is very Saiyan names. That's really funny.
Oh, hard.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I'm my dude. There's something we have to talk to you about.
Talk. Yes, that pallor you're sporting is quite frightful. One might even call it fucked up. Rather hideous, in fact.
Hideous? How dare you?
I see that feistiness runs in your family, my dear. Also worth noting that Anjin has Tetra hair, which makes me think that these two are like distantly related in some way. They never really go into that, but I think that must be the idea. There's no need to get your feathers all ruffled.
Oh. Did you know someone in my family?
Feisty and bright, just like she was. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Yes, I knew one of your ancestors. I guess they do talk about it. I met her when she had just arrived here. So there were people in this land before the Wind Waker crew showed up.
Yeah, I didn't read this part, which is super, like, caught my attention in here.
What do you got?
Which is in the map section, which said Spirit Tracks is set on the Locomo continent that Tetra and her pirates ended up finding after the adventures in Phantom Hourglass. They named the continent Hyrule. And I'm like, brother, you just had the name.
So Locomo is the name of the like race that this lady is part of, and that Burn is part of. We'll learn later. I don't know if they actually call it. This was the Locomo. This is like the Kingdom of Locomo.
I have the encyclopedia right here in front of me.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, our family arrived here. Yeah, no go.
Here about a century ago. Were you already here in the tower then, Anshin?
That's a story for another time, my dear. Right now, we must discuss a matter more grave. Tell me, do you know the story of this tower?
Link, shake my head no. Only what the folk tales say. I love that you just got a motherfucker with you who's gonna talk.
Yeah, it's great.
Long ago, the spirits of good and the Demon King were embroiled in a never-ending war. In the end, the spirits could not defeat him, but they did manage to imprison him in this tower.
It's not chains or bar, or I actually don't. Yeah, but oh no, I think it is still you. Yeah, go. Sorry.
This is you.
Okay, it's an energy that flows between the tower and the 4 temples that surround it.
Of course, Anjin. Then the spirit tracks.
Correct, my dear. The spirit tracks carry that energy. If the tracks are lost, the tower's energy will fade, and so will the Demon King's prison. And that's just what the evil ones are after. They aim to resurrect Maladus, the Demon King. Right now, my strength maintains his shackles, but it's only a matter of time until they're broken. Of course, in order to resurrect Maladus, they need one other key ingredient. A vessel from the royal line of ancient Hyrule, with sacred power coursing through its veins. Yes, Maladus requires you in order to return. But only your shell, my dear. It would be the only vessel suitable for him to inhabit.
Metal. No! The Demon King is gonna run around in my body? Black! It's too disgusting for words! We have to stop them. We can't let the Demon King return.
My thoughts exactly, my dear. At the top of this tower is your body. The Demon King's spirit is also there. To prevent him from possessing your body, you must fortify his prison. To do this, restore the energy between the temples and this tower. In other words, restore the tracks between here and the temples.
But how? How do we restore the spirit tracks?
The answer lies above us in the floors of this tower. 4 stone rail maps are enshrined there. You must retrieve them. As you know, this tower connects our kingdom. Right now, the tower is filled with an evil energy. If you can get far enough to retrieve a rail map, a portion, you're playing a Zelda game. You go up, you get new maps, you go to new places.
Thank you, Anshin. You have a very important mission for you. The kingdom's in danger. We're all counting on you. You understand the gravity of the situation, right? You must find the rail maps. I will wait for you here. That's what princesses have always done. From what I understand, it's kind of a family tradition. No need to be scared. Just buck up and get moving.
Sorry to interrupt such an enthusiastic pep talk, but ascending this tower alone would be impossible. There are traps set to snag trespassers. Not to mention that pesky little monster infestation.
Is that so? Well, I feel terrible asking, but Anshin, can you guide Homie upstairs?
Have you already forgotten what I said? I have my hands full just keeping the tower together. I'm sorry. Look at the side eye she's giving her. Like, I know you don't want to, you little shit, but I've been around for 125 years. You're not going to sass me.
You're going to get schmoving. Then what should we do? Should we go back and get Alfonso? Oh, but he's wounded. Teacher? The captain of the castle guard? I suppose there's no time for that, is there?
What if you went with him, my dear? She's literally like Mob in Interstitial Infinity. Oh god, I'm the protagonist, decising herself about being a Link sidekick.
I love her.
She's
she
great.
Might be one of my favorite Zeldas so far.
She has like the most personality of any Zelda, other than Tetra. Like it's really her and Tetra.
Me go with him, but I'm not sure how much help I'd be in this state.
Well, my dear, what about Ohio or Nebraska? Stupid joke. You mustn't ever forget that. I'm sure you'll find a way to help somehow. Well,
Well, all right. We better get going then, homie.
Real Gandalf manipulating Bilbo Baggins energy from Anjin. Yeah, Seraph, you're so right.
That's awesome. That was such a well-directed cutscene.
I
with
know.
Good jokes,
I know.
good visual humor.
Fucking, it's something of a family tradition is so funny. Yeah, so here's
really, really good.
there's the train we'll get, and then I believe this way takes us upstairs. And so yeah, the bottom floor of the tower connects to all 4 quadrants of Hyrule, and we just kind of come back through here once in a while. It's like a crossroads that also is just like a dungeon we return to. And this big fucking drafty central corridor is gonna have more rooms in it as we add more parts of the tower back.
So, the scene where Link ascends the spiral staircase in the Tower of Spirits was not originally in the game, but was added near the end of development after a comment from Anuma. The player has repaired it and can now climb higher, he said, but just going in and out of doors will never create the feeling of climbing a tower.
True.
So they added that late on in the game.
Neat.
Look at those giant doors, homie. They look really heavy. I don't think one person can open them alone.
If only we had a second person. Oh, look!
Oh my gosh, what in the world is that? Never seen a monster as ferocious looking as that one, homie. Let's get out of here, homie.
You've seen like 2 things. You lived in a castle your whole life. Don't talk to me about what ferocious monsters you have and haven't seen. Immediately running back down for advice. What's the matter? You look as pale as a ghost. Though, given the company you've been keeping, perhaps it's no surprise. She's got fucking jokes.
Anjin, there was a ferocious monster up there with a great big sword. I don't see how we can possibly defeat it.
Anjin, it stole my lunch money and I pissed my pants. Anjin, help. Sounds like a phantom, my dear. They're the guardians of the Tower of Spirits. Though they look quite sinister, they won't harm anyone with a good heart.
I know what I saw. It was definitely after us. Why would it think homie's evil?
There's one possible explanation. With the spirit tracks gone, perhaps an evil spirit. They're bad guys. They're going after.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a situation where like how Bulma can't ride on the flying Nimbus because she doesn't have a pure heart.
Oh, that's fucking funny. That's
the idea
funny.
that like Zelda can't. It's going after Zelda because she's like a bit of an ass.
That's really funny. Nintendo's a little too precious with Zelda to let that happen, I think, but I do love that. So we got to get 3 tiers of light, taking kind of a like Twilight Princess Skyward Sword thing there, and load our sword up with those, and then we can hit him and put Zelda in him.
That's sick.
Yeah, so that's the other, like, that's another thing from Phantom Hourglass that this game takes, is like the safe zone stuff here, and the existence of Princess Zelda. Can you hear me? It's Anjin. I'm doing some the old man from A Link to the Past with those stones shit.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
It's me, Sahasharashalasha.
Is my camera on? Am I muted? Sorry, Zoom doesn't like my Wi-Fi. Listen, safe zones. Blah, 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 video game mechanics.
I get it. Thank
You're
you, Anjin. Let's get moving.
Zelda, you're playing a video game called The Legend of You.
It's your legend.
Can you believe that shit?
Hold on, let's take a look at that. So that's definitely different than the fucking
type?
dragon tears or whatever from
yeah.
Kingdom.
But they are still tiers, and that's fun.
There are still tears.
Alright, so that one's too far away to get easily. We can't jump over that. We super can't.
Can Zelly get it?
There's not an option to do that, because we can't switch to her. Yeah, I think we only can once she's in the thing-a-ding. So... yeah, let me remind myself, because I feel like, yeah, there's an orb. We get, like, the boomerang in here, I think, and I'm trying to remember how. Unless we, like, already have it, but no, we don't.
check the center area. We haven't checked there yet.
We can't open those doors. That's the whole dealio. Let me let that guy pass by.
On what?
Let him very slowly pass by.
I just got a text from my boss that said, "Holy shit," and I'm trying to see what it is.
Oh no, that seems dubious.
Oh, it's financial institution drama.
Oh, that's exciting.
TD Bank pleaded guilty Thursday to multiple criminal charges and agreed to pay $3 billion in fines and other penalties for failing to monitor money laundering by drug traffickers. And they weren't doing their fucking check systems checks.
Wow.
Holy shit. That's like when you make a check, when you write a check, you go north and then turn right. When you write a check at a bank and you have it print it for you or whatever, they
Oh yeah, there we go.
they have to they run it through check systems, and do an OFAC check basically, where they so that's not check system, sorry. It's an OFAC check, which just runs it and goes like, hey, like, are you on a terrorist watch list or whatever? No.
Right,
cool.
right.
Okay, here's your shit. And that just automatically happens. The fact they didn't do it is crazy. That's nuts.
That is nuts. Jesus. We have felled our phantom. It's time to hop in. Oh. Look out, homie.
Look out, homie.
Homie, you're about to fucking beef it. You better watch the fuck out. It's time to go freaking Zelda mode. That's truly wild. TD Bank, you said, right? Like the TD Bank.
TD Bank, which I've never heard of.
Tonathan, you haven't heard of It's like a major bank. It's just like one of the big ones. They're green.
I know for big banks, I know Wells Fargo, I know Bank of America, I know U.S. Bank, I know BMO.
From Adventure Time?
Yeah, BMO Harris.
Real quick, Zelda now being in the Phantom. Look at the freaking Hylian crest on its back. It's
She's
so
got
cool.
a fucking Yakuza tattoo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that would go hard as fuck.
Yeah, she leapt into it and just lives in there now. She's fucking full Alphonse Elric. It's so good. I love this shit.
Oh wait, hold on. How did Al talk? Al has the metal.
He's echoey. All right. Okay, big brother. Zelda is a hard MF in this one, Seraph. I am so excited to give her the least controversial 5 in autonomy of all time.
All right.
First, I lost my body, and now I look like a heap of scrap metal. And did I mention it's kind of hot in here? Oh, wait a second. Maybe I can be of some use to you like this.
She is
Not exactly
towering
what you
over him.
expect from a princess.
This is that picture of what's the Thor Ragnarok director's name? That fucking guy who's annoying.
Corey Barlog.
No, buddy. I don't know why I gave you a nobody for that one, but no. Taika Waititi.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said God of War, right?
No. It's Taika Waititi and whoever played Hell or whatever she was in that one where she's like 7 feet tall and he's got the iPad.
Kate Blanchett?
She's got very he asked for no mayonnaise energy right now. Hell yeah.
Come on, homie. Let's get moving. We need to find my body. I need the rail map.
Haha, yeah.
Oh, they're cute.
They're good.
They're so cute.
They're friends.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love this shit.
This is wonderful.
All right, how do we? He's on it. There we go. It's a little finicky.
I need you to get to a boss so that way this doesn't take the boss debuff.
Oh, we won't.
We won't?
We'll take the boss speed debuff. Well, I forget if we get a boss in here before we leave this tower. Because we'll
My
probably
fingers are
end...
fucking crossed. Okay.
There might be a boss in here. So here's Zelda can do some stuff we can't. She can walk through spikes and be fine.
Awesome.
She is fucking ironclad. Zelda's goddamn bulletproof. I wish the camera angle on her was a little better, but otherwise it's fine.
Awesome. That's
Oh.
so cool.
Seraph points out we did meet Cole and Burn, but we didn't fight either of them. We just sort of saw 'em.
Yeah, I mean, there was a cutscene boss fight.
Yeah, that doesn't
That
count.
they are. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think that
Alfonso
counts.
fought.
That we didn't play it.
I know you're right. It says bosses, not boss fight.
And we do. What I mean is, we do get some points for seeing a boss because we have done that before.
What did we give Wind Waker? Wind Waker we gave 2. and we
Wind
saw
Waker-
Ganon
We saw Ganon, we saw the bird. We also fought like one moblin in a room, and that technically counted.
Yeah.
So seeing a boss like doesn't not count. It just doesn't count excitingly much.
Yeah, it doesn't change the math enough to really fucking matter.
Got to move a block in front of that hole so Zelda doesn't get scared of a fucking mouse, because you know she still will, even though she's in a suit of armor.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I know it's like oh, the girl is scared of mice,
it's a
but like,
shitty trope.
but like I don't, yeah, she's a pampered princess. Like, of course she's gonna. I think that's kind of fun.
I agree.
So here's
Can
more of that.
trick him into-
Yeah. So it's that same deception stuff we did earlier with the guards at Hyrule Castle, but now Zelda's the one doing it.
Bangs.
Yeah,
Bars.
from my memory, the stuff in the tower, because you only do this stuff here in the tower. The other regular dungeons are more like normal.
How goes the patrol?
I
Sorry,
forgot.
This game deserves 5s.
I forgot.
That's
We need to
awesome.
get the switch down first. How do we? Is it in there? Can she
He
hit it?
talks to us. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, I think that's Zelda talking to the other Phantom, being like, "Hello, fellow Phantom. It is
So
me, another
she's
normal
yelling?
Phantom."
But it's
'Cause-
showing up in the box where the other conversations.
Well, it's because
Where
we're
we're,
not
like-
controlling her right now.
Okay, because that's where the conversations with the guards would show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's
Whereas
because
that's-
yeah.
That's what the guards are saying. So
No, you're
it
right.
could be that the guards are yelling.
They be yelling. The
Oh.
trains are great, Martin. Thank you so much for asking.
This game rules. This Zelda rules. It's 19. Marn, while you're here, she was just in that suit of armor, so I tried to Alphonse Elric it a little bit and get into the bowl.
Oh.
That must be something special. It looks like the light of your sword has disappeared too, homie.
I don't remember. Do we get a fight? No, I don't think we do get a fight here. We just grab the tablet. We can talk about it. We'll talk about it once we get to rating in a few minutes here. I'm
I feel
pulling
like
us.
I feel like if it gets over a 2, we need to change Wind Waker. You know what I mean?
I completely
'Cause
agree.
We'd be pulling the same shit for Wind Waker.
I think it gets a 2. I think it'll be a 2.
I'm pushing for a 3 because that Byron and Cole cutscene was awesome. And
Yeah.
that it just felt very cool, and it was a great introduction to them, and there was a fight. But like,
Yeah,
and
but
it
like,
didn't say boss fight, it says bosses. You know
but
what
like
I
the
mean?
but
It
like
is
the
just-
Helmarok King stealing your sister in Wind Waker is also very cool. We get
Exactly.
another few. We're gonna do another 15 minutes here before we do any of that. We're going the full 2 hours on this thing, so there might be.
Mhm.
Because I know we fight Burn a couple times. I don't think we do yet, but maybe we do.
Yeah, because I mean, otherwise, right now the game does have a great score.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna get a good score. I mean, Zelda autonomy up through the fucking rafters.
Yeah,
Obviously.
it gets the Zelda autonomy buff that everything else takes a negative on.
Yeah. It literally gets a score that only it and Echoes of Wisdom are ever gonna have.
Well,
Well,
and
no,
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
and other Hyrule Warriors will get it, and 2 of the 3 CDI games will get
And
that
Skyward
score.
Sword. Skyward Sword got a 5.
Did she get a 5 in that? Okay, no, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. She's super just doing her own shit in that game. We got the rail map. You might be able to restore the spirit tracks. Wow, the thing the game's about.
But Angie, the rail map is only a small part of the spirit tracks on it. Where are the other temples you were talking about?
You're gonna come back here and do more of that shit, fucko. See that big tree? That's one of them. You gotta do other shit. You have to. We've brought energy back to some of the spirit tracks, but because of the Demon King's power, much of the energy's been lost.
So we can't go to the temples, Angie?
Not yet, but there is a way to restore energy to the rail maps. You may ask my people to help you.
My people. Your people, Angie?
Indeed, we are called the Locomos. We are servants of the spirits. They have entrusted us with protecting the temples and the spirit tracks by playing our sacred instruments. We generate energy that powers the spirit tracks.
Sacred instruments?
Yes, and the spirit flute you hold is one of them.
This flute was a gift from my grandmother. I didn't know it had any powers. I only heard that it was something precious handed down from my ancestors.
Yes, and it was I who gave it to your ancestors. I'm still fucking
the
here,
fuck?
so I guess I should have kept it. But only under the condition that they protect the land for all time. Of course, back then, I didn't think things would take such a perilous turn. I'm glad that after all these years, it has found its way into your hands.
I had no idea this flute was so important. My grandmother used to play it for me when I was a little girl. If I was sad or upset, the sound of this flute would make me feel better.
Zelda's just like crying about something in her room, and Tetra's just like playing through the fire and the flames on that thing. And
Petra's there going, boop, 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 boop.
yeah.
Is that on Trombone Champ?
Oh, it should be, honestly.
Spirit Tracks Overworld Trombone Champ.
Please do. Alright, we gotta go find Gage, who lives there.
That's a trombone duet. No.
Engine's about to dust off the oldest train in the universe. I do really like, I know I pointed out earlier, but this game's a different version of the Hylian Crest, where it's like the Loftwing wings, but it's kind of this chonkier thing to resemble the tracks. You later get a not Master Sword that looks like the Master Sword, but it's like if the wings of the Master Sword were also with that kind of design to it. It's very cool.
That's sick.
It's
you
very
could say
cool.
That it's like, you could say that it's supposed to look like the Spirit Tracks. You could also say that it looks like 2 heads of the Kings of Red Lions on either side. You know what I mean? Like it's coming up in that like kind of like a flourish kind of look.
Yeah, huh? I can say I never thought of that, but you're definitely right. That's cool. I like the idea that it's probably both. Like that's really cool. And I think now we're about to hear the actual overworld theme, I believe, for the first time.
Bring it.
That I wanted to make sure we got to that because it's iconic.
It's what's gonna bring it to 5 stars in
music. Trace your stylus over the tracks, set a path to your destination. Go on and try it. So yeah, we are gonna draw ourselves a route. Oh, this does not feel good on this method of playing the video game. It's fine. It's fine. Go! There's that track! Bump them speakers!
Let's go.
More stuff about the rail map. Redraw. Yep, got it. Great. Thanks for the call, Grandma. All right. Whew, all right. Crank up that road trip playlist you made, Zelda. Let's go. Riley.
It's so good. It's so good. And if I really want to like look at it and say like, oh, implications. This kind of guitar we see primarily in Gerudo tracks, right?
The like backing guitar strumming. Yeah, I think that's safe to say.
I think that then, since this is so like, Tetra was from here. You know what I mean? Tetra framed and crafted this fucking world. You know what I mean? Like, she's all over this.
Yeah.
Like, I think that you could draw the connection that like Tetra, maybe the pirates, have a pull from the Gerudo. You know what I mean? Do you see my connection making here?
That's interesting. Yeah. I'm trying to think if it, because like we do also hear, I guess it's not the same kind of strumming stuff. We're supposed to scare this guy. There we go. We gotta do it when he's attacking. I also like that we're fighting a weird little flying elephant right now. I think it's gone.
Yeah.
That's a cool
Oh,
little.
Stargate.
Yeah, I forget. That goes to like the Shadow Realm later. Or something like that. But no, I like that idea. I do look at he's the guy who defended Zelda earlier in this. I forget what his ancestor's
Alfonso.
name.
Yeah.
His they oops. I missed there being a piggy on the tracks. Oh my god, we're getting attacked by a Angie pig. I like
creatures of this world.
I always thought he looked kind of like maybe his mom is a Gerudo. Like he's got someone Gerudo in his lineage or something, you know?
I'm simply here to point stuff out and ask questions.
Absolutely. Riley, what are your scores looking like for this game?
Pretty fucking high, Jay.
Cool.
This song, hearing it, cements it. 5. Music.
5 for music? Hell yeah.
Table setting? 5.
Yeah.
This game has given us a ton of questions, a ton of answers, tons of story, tons of like prepping us. Every cutscene has been paced and framed awesome. It pulls that from like Skyward, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
for
is
sure.
a very well. This game has a DOP, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Also, we're
Link
in basically a
design.
train lost woods here. I just want to point that out.
Awesome. That's
Where
so fucking cool.
Yeah, we have to choose which way to turn. I have no idea if I'm doing it right or not. I'm sorry, please
Link
continue.
design on this. Link design on this bad boy is a 4.
I agree with that.
He's got it. I think that like they've gotten as close as they can to the perfection that is Toon Link and recreating on the 3DS. He has so much personality, but like the real thing is just like the. Oh, can you just go reverse?
You can. What I believe we need to do, what I think we need to do is go to the town. I don't think we're doing too much more here, but what we need to do, I think, is go to this little town up here and like talk to someone there who tells us how to navigate the
sense.
woods.
Zelda
I
autonomy,
agree with that.
5.
Absolutely.
Dead on 5. Dead
She's
on,
great.
Absolutely no
She is
questions asked.
such a special character in this game. It's awesome. I love it.
Bad guy introduction, 5. It's awesome to come down, rip apart a tower, and then sword fight somebody else to death and say you're only human, and then slap Link away so hard and then walk after him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool as fuck. Vibes, because of all this and the tenor and tone and energy of this story, the amount I have been fucking charmed, giving it anything less than a 5 would be a lie.
Hell yeah. I love to hear that
Its
kind of
vibes
thing.
are here.
Here we are in
Its vibes are
Whittleton.
absolutely-
Yeah.
Whittleton. And then finally, I'm giving bosses a 3, and I'm painting it like this. This thing does not say boss fights. It does not say you have to fight a boss. You have to see a boss. You have to like, how are these bosses feeling? Do you feel like, oh, that's going to be a good fight? Do I feel like I am ready? Like I am excited to get to fight a boss, you know, this character. Byron, I'm excited to fight Byron. I think that is going to be very fun.
And
I'm
we will a couple
excited to fight
times.
whatever that demon train was. I'm
Yeah.
excited to kill Cole. Like all these things, I'll say there are no boss fights, and so I'm unwilling to go over a 3. But I think that makes this an easy 3. And frankly, it makes me want to change Wind Waker to a 3, but I'm going to leave it at 2.
Yeah, I think
this does a
leave it
little
where
more
it
than
is.
Wind Waker.
I think you rated that game where it felt like from the 2 hours we played, and you're rating this how it
Yep.
feels from the 2 hours we played. You know what I mean?
And so from there, a perfect 5 on the bonus points. Wake up in the bed. Link has a clue. Non-Hylians. Holy shit. Known characters and unique baddie. That gives this game a 37.
God damn, that's high.
You know what
I'm
that's
gonna.
tied with?
Mm-hmm.
Ocarina of Time. And that's
That's hilarious. All right, I am gonna go ahead and call up the sheet on stream here. Give me one moment. All right, yeah, and I think it's very fair. So I want to talk through this a little, because like I said it earlier, but I really do think like this game is such a weird thing, because actually playing it, controlling it, it's fine. I don't think, like, the DS Zelda games have cool puzzle design that's unique to them. I don't think any of it is the best Zelda shit in the world in terms of actually playing it. But I do think it's, like, solid. That's not really a category we have, but I just kind of, like, felt the need to, like, say it somewhere. But the reason I love this, I do kind of love this game is, like, everything you said, everything that I think, like, the thesis of this show is we are evaluating the opening hours of a Zelda game, and everything that this game sings at, like, the world building and the ideas in it go so much farther beyond where Phantom Hourglass ever was bothered to go, and where you would ever expect the second DS. Like, this and Phantom Hourglass are, like, two of the least played Zelda games. Like, you enter any room of Zelda fans, you will find a ton of people who have never played, especially this one. Like, I know a lot more people who played Phantom Hourglass, because they were like, great, I'm on the sea again, like Wind Waker, how fun. And then, like, didn't even, like, either didn't play this one or didn't even know it existed for a while or whatever. I think the world building, I think the premise of this Hyrule is one of the most interesting premises of a Hyrule. I think this is one of the best Zeldas. I think the fact that, like, Zelda and Link have a friendship that builds over the course of the game.
So cute.
And, like, I'll be honest with you, dude, it's not fucking Shakespeare. Like, it's not the most revolutionary thing in the world, but it's just really good and cute and endearing storytelling. They do become better friends and partners over. I'll tell you, I think it's like during the final boss fight or something, there's a moment where they like look at each other and then turn to face the final boss together, and you're like, hell yeah, hell fucking yeah.
The power of friendship is real.
I'm not adding that into my score here, but I just wanted to shout it out because, like, this game I think has one of the best companions in a Zelda game. In Zelda, like, they it's Zelda in this, it's Midna, it's I know for a lot of people it's Navi, like it's a short list, and I think she fucking makes the top cut.
Yep, I think she is, you know, so far from everything I've seen, she's tied with Tattle. She's tied with like a Tattle with the Mace.
I like that.
Like,
yeah,
she has the spunk, she has the energy, she has the charm. And they do such a good job at shooting her scenes and giving her so much character.
Yeah. So music and sound, yes, 5. Completely agree with you. Sylvie shouted out the final boss theme, which is it incorporates that da 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 theme and a bunch of other stuff. It's like a top tier fucking final boss theme. Yeah, all the music's really good. There's a lot of music that as I was playing this, I haven't played this game in over a decade. A lot of music that as we've been doing this, I'm realizing like, oh, this was still just in my head somewhere. Like this theme, I'm like, I remembered this. That's so fucking weird. But it hits that good. Table setting, yeah, 5, man. Like, what if there was a different Ganon whose ghost was sealed in the earth by chains that channeled spirit energy and people used for transit that defines how this world works? Fucking cool. It's also worth pointing out that Maladus, as you pointed out in the beginning, they call the Demon King. We're not going to see him in this, but he is a big blue boar-like guy, but he's not a Ganon. He's a different big blue boar-like guy. He's a different, like, he's in line. Skyward Sword hadn't even come out yet. I forgot how old this game is. This is 2009. So what Skyward Sword...
Before Skyward.
Yes, sir. What Skyward Sword sets up about, you know, like, Demise reincarnating into, like, the evil of Ganondorf, like, the cycle Demise sets up continues here. It allows this. And I think that is really fucking dope. Is like the cycle continued into another land in another part of the world, and here it is. I think that rocks. 4 for Link design, I agree. He looks better than he looked in Phantom Hourglass, but he's you know, he's as close as they're ever going to get to how he looks in Wind Waker. You already said it.
Yep.
Zelda Autonomy is a 5. I've already talked about it. Bad guy introduction, I'm at a 2. I'm not going to argue with you with your number, but I think it's a 2 because again, that is as high as I am willing to go without any kind. Well, no. I'm sorry. I was thinking about boss fights. Not bad guy introductions. Sorry, I did kind of just smish the two together. And then
like, holy shit, what?
No. Do I think they're a 5? I think they're a 5. It's cool. Like, what I think works so well is that, like, you know that Chancellor Cole is going to be evil from the moment you see him, but then he just shows up with this 8-foot-tall man with an arm that could cleave steel, and you're like, who is this dude?
A fucking train that screams.
Yeah, so a train that you learn later is basically, like, an incarnation of Malatus's spirit while he's still also sealed in the ground. Like, that train is basically Malatus's Horcrux. You later learn. It's fucking dope. Vibes are a 5. I think, like, everything we talked about with, like, the art direction and the cutscenes and everything being a little higher than Phantom Hourglass was ever able to reach in terms of, like, making this feel like a unique Zelda. Like, a lot of parts of Phantom Hourglass do kind of just feel like we threw some fucking textures together and made some islands and some temples a little bit. Yeah. It doesn't die from it. It really doesn't. But, like, it's there. And this game, I just think, does better than that. Bosses is what I meant to give it to. I hear you on the 3. I respect you. For me, it's a 2. 2 is as high. Like, even if we saw these bosses and fought, like, a more here's a regular guy in a room with you kind of boss, I'd consider a 3, but 2 is as hard as high as I'm willing to go.
I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you that if you choose to give that one more point, the world has changed.
I'm not gonna, because I stand by my beliefs and I'm not so easily swayed. My final score is a 36. How would the world have changed? Tell me.
Because we have a tie for first place.
Oh my fucking god.
Spirit Tracks and Minish Cap, both at 73 points.
Oh
the
my
joint
god.
#1 openings on Zelda games.
I like this game. This is maybe the most wrongest I've ever felt about the total ranking of this thing.
Scroll down to Link's Awakening and say that to Link's Awakening's face right now.
No, I feel that way more about this than Link's Awakening, and I'll die on that hill.
This opening was really good. We
judged
the opening.
It is. No, you're right. You're right. We judged the opening. Jesus Christ. That is so fucking funny. And I love that, though, because you and I have proven and will continue to prove, like, love it or hate it, our rubric does work distinctly differently than if we were just evaluating and rating the entirety of these video games. Like the fact that we don't have a how good does the game feel to play category,
a fun meter.
Yeah, exactly, is so fun, and still is like, should we have had that? I don't know. I kind of am fine with us not having that, but am I wrong for feeling that way? I don't know. You know, boy, yeah, this is a very silly day, and I'm very happy that we're here on this day. I support it. I support it.
Yep. I can say that there's one answer to getting a good Zelda game, and this is just the data talking. This isn't me. This isn't my opinion. Is you put Toon Link in it.
Yeah.
And 3 out of 4 times, you're gonna get a #1 Zelda game.
All right, Riley. I'm going to bring us in the direction of the wheel. Before I spin the wheel, I'm going to ask you a question.
I'm ready.
So, on the wheel, at this point, we have the Game Boy Advance 4 Swords, we have Oracle of Seasons, we have the first Hyrule Warriors, we have all 3 CDI games, that's Wand of Gamelon, Faces of Evil, and Zelda's Adventure. We have Link's Crossbow Training, Tingle's Balloon Trip of Love, and the recently released Echoes of Wisdom. Do you think there's a game on that list that beats Minish Cap and Spirit Tracks.
Echoes of Wisdom has a very good opening.
Right. That's the only one, right? That's the only possibility.
I think it could swing. It's just gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard fought battle. I think you're able to get to a boss in that first time. We know it's not gonna take the Zelda debuff.
Yeah.
We know that like Link is, you see Link, so you don't take
solid
a
Link
debuff.
design. Yeah.
Like it's there. The question with that is going to be, how do we feel about the toy stuff, and how smoothly do we move through it?
I will say,
I know how I feel about that music. I know how I feel about
Beautiful.
the vibes, how that game makes me feel.
Yeah.
I know how I feel about Zelda. And frankly, I'm just gotta think about what I think about the Link and vibe and and bad guy introduction.
You gave that because it's the same Link design as Link's Awakening, the remake of Link's Awakening that we played.
Yeah.
You gave that Link a 5. I gave it a 3. I think I stand by that. But yeah, otherwise,
that on its own, if you put that down 2 points, that on its own seals the deal. That means it will not reach that height.
Oh man, this is such a
Because it's gonna miss out
silly-
on bonus points. It's not gonna get a Link waking up in a bed.
You're right. This is such a silly program we make.
It's a very silly program, and I'm doing that thing I do on episode 8 of Taskmaster, where I start going like, "There's mathematically this person can't win." Like, we are like, it is going to be a hard fought battle. It's not impossible because it can make up some of those bonus points if it clears with a perfect score. So
I will also see. I think I'm curious to see where we land on it. I do also think it's really fun. Like the CDI games have two of them have a guaranteed 5, which is very funny to me because you do play as Zelda in 2 out of 3 of them.
Yep.
Who I don't know if they'll get much else, but they've got that.
They could succeed sheerly on the force of the fact that like they aren't like surely on the force of the fact that we don't rate fun.
We don't rate fun. Maybe the worst decision we've made in this rubric. We do not rate fun.
I think it's a good decision. I think we are being honest. We are arguing from our heart, which is unbiased.
I want to get into it with you in the We've Done All the Games episode more because I have thoughts about it, but I say that every time. We'll break into it further. Riley, my homie, would you like to find out what game you'll be playing next week?
Spin that wheel, Jay.
Bada boom. Bada boom.
Come on. Hyrule Warriors.
Riley, you and I gotta get on the phone and ring, call up the Alexandrites in Paddington again, because it's Four Swords Game Boy Advance time! That's right, fucko! It's time for the allegedly worse version of Four Swords!
How's it worse?
It crustier plays shittier is my general understanding. Smaller, there's less of it. The Hello Hyrule did like a 3-episode season on it because it was so nothing of a game.
Christ. Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's ping Susan and Pat and let them know it's time to come to the party.
It's Camilla.
And Pat, I'm sorry.
It'll be a fucking party. That's gonna be absurdity.
I was thinking of Susan's competitive Fortnite skills.
Yes. Susan's here for Fortnite. Susan's here for Fortnite. Camilla's here for Zelda.
Different.
Claudia's hanging out.
Claudia, excuse you. Claudia's here to work with me through the David Cage cinematic universe every Monday night.
That's true.
Right fucking here at twitch.tv/Moonshot Network.
Has the hot takes.
Riley, my homie, I'm so glad we have carried this trip. It's so weird looking at this list, because like in a vacuum, I don't feel bad about. I really love the opening of Twilight Princess, as we talked about. I think it is misunderstood. I don't have a problem with any other game. I have a problem with Triforce Heroes being above it, but otherwise I don't have a problem with any other game that's above Twilight Princess. But Spirit Tracks being above it is like, I gotta like face God and be like, am I cool with this? Is this fine for me? I think it is. It's fine. Whatever.
Our top 10 is still like these are the games. Like these ones rule. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fast. Link's Awakening is so far down there.
I know. Ugh. Well, Riley, homie, I think it's time for us to polish our swords, brush off those different colored tunics for next time. Until then, are you ready to close the book on The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks?
I absolutely am.
Good night. Enjoy. Let's tuck into the sleeper car. It's gonna be a long overnight train back to the moon. Chugga 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 chugga. We're doing some Marn and Emma making it to Extra Life last year shit. And good night, homies around the world.
Good night. Around the world, around the world.
Ooh, that was soulful.
No, I can hear Jeff. I can hear Jeff on the stream.
Yeah, now we actually
I'll spill myself.
We have a minute left, and I already took melatonin. It'd be really funny if someone took 6,000, so I have to power through. You look at a gym and you piss your pants and faint.